Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Welcome to another stream. Of course, everyone wants to talk about the Arsenal game, and everyone wants to talk about the Inter game. We'll talk about them. UEFA Champions League nights hit differently, of course. I hope that you guys can hear me well. I'm here to talk with you. I'm here for you, of course. I got to address a couple of accusations that happened yesterday. Couple of accusations that happened yesterday during the live show and in the comment sections after. Big up everybody that is here. Hit that like button if you are here, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Before we start with the Arsenal and what went wrong, and before we start with Inter and Marcus Thuram is back, so I have a lot of hope, of course, for Inter tonight. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the predicted lineups for both teams. So stay with us, stick with us. Like the video. Let's get to 100 likes right off the bat. Couple of things that happened yesterday on the show that I wanted to talk about. When someone that is always watching the channel, always supporting the channel, in the comment sections after said that, why are you dismissing people's opinions? Why are you saying that you're only the one that knows football? You never played football. How do you know that you know football? Why are you saying this? And they started saying he's sucking off Arsenal. He's defending Arsenal and he's sucking off the fans and all this stuff. And he's not honest. And I'm just tired of this shit, bro. A lot of people here watch me on Footy Judgment, and a lot of people watch me on Don Ossam's and on the Football Terrace, of course. These are the main three channels that I do shows with. And I'm just tired of this, to be honest with you. When I'm trying to explain, people saw me break down games, and I'm not claiming that I'm the one that knows football, but I claim that I understand the game a little bit different than the average fan, of course. And I just say that because I was coached before, and it's not just because I was coached. Jose Mourinho, and I'm not saying that I am Jose Mourinho, never played the game at the highest level, but he's one of the best coaches out there. You don't have to be a coach to actually see what is going on a pitch, why this team is losing, what is tactically going wrong. If you just open your brain a little bit and watch the game differently and try to remove your agenda, of course, from watching the game. And I was just tired of trying to respond to comment. For example, it's just different opinions. Sam, for example, knows a lot about the game, and me and him go back and forth about it. And I never claimed that. I'm like, it's just jokes when I say you don't know ball, and when he says, Mo, take the L and you don't know football, of course, it's just jokes between friends and brothers. But I can't claim that I know more than him and he doesn't know more than me and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like when I say my opinion, I say my opinion honestly on what I think. And I don't get everything right. Right? Of course, nobody gets everything right. I'm just tired of every stream. After the stream, when I say something about Liverpool or about Salah or about Manchester City or about Kevin De Bruyne or about Diaz or about Haaland or Mbappe or Vinny or even Arsenal or Spurs, people just come back and say, oh, but you're saying this. You don't know football. How do you claim? There is a situation that happened yesterday on the game, and I wanted to address it. Let's get to 100 likes first before I address this situation, because it really annoyed me. Like, I left the stream and I saw the comments, and I was so annoyed by the claim that was made in the comment that, how do you dare talk about football like you don't know football? You claim that you played pro or you never played pro or stuff like this. And that situation happened with Ahmed yesterday. And Ahmed claimed that the goal that Arsenal conceded yesterday was Declan Rice was at fault, for example. And I completely disagreed with him yesterday. And by the way, I had a phone call with Igal about an hour earlier than today. He called me and we discussed the game and we discussed what went wrong. And he admitted that there is a lot of things that went wrong and all this stuff. And we're going to talk about it. But Ahmed said that Declan Rice should have been covering the central midfield instead of going wide. And I'm just stating here, and I said that I know that Ahmed doesn't like Declan Rice, and it's fair enough. It's his opinion. But I know from experience, and I know that one of the things that I was told when I played in the midfield, one of the things I learned when I listened to videos and I listened to tactical analysis about the games and all the stuff, that one of the main jobs, right, of the number 6 of the defensive midfielder is to go and cover the fullbacks of his team when they have a tricky winger against him. And Kvaratskhelia was 1-on-1 against Timber. And it's a very simple math. If Declan Rice doesn't go and cover on the right side for Timber and Timber dribbles, he has a fair bet of spaces. So one of the things that coaches tell defensive midfielders, when you see your fullback isolated with a winger, I want you to go and stand a little bit close to him in case he dribbles him, because we know, logically speaking, the wingers normally isolated get the best out of defenders, especially when you have wingers like Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Desiree Doué. These wingers normally are trickery, like Savinho, Toku, for example, who cooks every fullback in the league at the current moment. You ask your defensive midfielder, right? The difference is what you ask other people to do is you ask the other midfielders, which is Odegaard and Moreno, to be a little bit central. That happens with Inter, by the way. You watch Inter a little bit more than the time. When people go and cover it, because Inter play 3 in the middle, right? Barella is tasked to go and cover Dumfries sometimes, or Darmian sometimes. That happens with Man City when Rodri was there. Rodri normally go and try to cover the fullback if the fullback is isolated. The problem happened in this goal when Bukayo Saka didn't come back to help Timber. So Declan Rice has to shift a little bit to the right. Mikel Merino and Martin Odegaard in that goal had a stinker and on the worst positioning I've seen in my life. Because if you watch that goal again, Dembele was free at the edge of the 18. You get my point? People don't understand that. It was Odegaard, who's the number 8, and Mikel Merino, who's the number 8, should be at the edge of the 18 if Declan Rice is shifted to go towards it. And anyway, long story short, people claim, and I think that the people that want to blame Rice in this situation are just agenda-driven. We have seen Gravenberch do it. We have seen Fabinho do it plenty of time to try to cover Trent if Henderson is not there. But Henderson was tasked to go and cover Trent when he used to play on the right side a lot of time, right? And I'm just tired of every time I say, and I am someone who I take pride of that I try to always respond to majority of the comments as much as I can. Like, there are a lot of people that talk with me here, right? And a lot of people that watch my channel know for a fact that I try to respond to as many comments. Since I started this channel a year and a half ago, I try to respond to the comments after the video. But it is ridiculous for me to go to the comment section and see someone accusing me of, you are this, you don't know ball, why are you cutting off people? I tried yesterday to moderate the show as much as I can. There's a lot of interruptions. There's a lot of people talking over each other. Why let them fight? But I don't want my channel to be about fighting. I don't want my channel to be about two people and I clip them and I do this and that. And I was just tired of people accusing me of shit. Oh, you're simping to Arsenal. How about Liverpool won the league? I released a video congratulating Liverpool. I am the first guy to always defend Mohamed Salah because he's Egyptian and because he's now one of the best wingers, if not the best winger in the world. I'm the one, the people say that I sim to Arsenal. I am the one who said that see, I'm sitting here defending myself. You get my point. I am the one who said that Rodri deserves Ballon d'Or over Vinny Jr. And the City fans say that, yeah, you don't like this. And people that say that you hate Barcelona. And I keep saying to people all the time, and I take pride in this, even though I don't like, for example, Barcelona, it never clouds my judgment. I am the one who keeps saying that Lamine Yamal is arguably the best midfielder in the world. And for Twisted Baba asked me, why do you care? I am going to tell you why do I care. Because when I started doing football YouTube, that was even before being on Never a Foul or the Football Terrace and all these channels. Of course, I used to do tactical analysis and breaking down games, play by play, right? And no one can always be right, DGN. No one can always be right. 100%. If someone says, and I said that many times, if someone says I'm always right, they're already wrong. That is the first wrong you say. So I agree with you. But the reason why I care is that I want to break down games. I want to talk about the football. I wanted to talk about the games. When I speak about Arteta out or Pep ruined football or example or stuff like this, I am doing it from a football perspective. The type of the game we watch every day, the systems that people play, the way Pep changed football, probably for the foreseeable future, the way Liverpool play, Arne Slot, Jurgen Klopp, and all this stuff. This is why I try to defend myself, because I don't want my channel to be just hate. Because listen, wallah al-azim, hate and agendas bring the most money. I am telling you now, agendas, hate, bring the most money. Agendas, simping, hate, all the, what I mean agenda is, agenda can be a positive agenda or a negative agenda. It brings money, bro. Because people love to watch drama. People absolutely love to watch the drama. They love to watch people shitting on a club, or people simping to a club, or people just saying positive things and all this stuff. But I don't want to be that guy. It's very easy. You guys know that my original name was Mojenda. I can run agendas, positive or negative, from here until the end of the world. You guys know this. And I know that the Footy Judge Mo community knows this 100%. I am the guy who absolutely can run agendas from here until next year. Every show I can come here and present an agenda. And a lot of people like it, right? But I don't want to be that guy. Wallahi, I would have more viewers. I would have more subs if I just come to the channel and run agendas. But I take pride that people tune in to listen to a football take or analysis of a game. You know what I mean? And I just don't like this. I'm not that guy. And I don't want to be that guy. And I'm here not for it. And I don't want to do it. If you guys want to do it, we can do it. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I am not going to do it. I don't want to do it. But anyway, long story short, this is it. It's just, this is my opinion about this, right? Yesterday, for example, I'm going to give you yesterday. Yesterday, bro, I came on, and the first thing I said on the show, in the intro, Arsenal were shit. Odegaard was shit. Arteta got it wrong. He outclassed by, and we're going to talk about how was he outclassed. So stay with us. Arteta was shit, right? He was outclassed. The fans were silent in the stadium. And I said that Arsenal played a bad game, right? But people after the stream, oh, Mo, look at this. For example, I'm just going to show you a comment in the beginning, right? I'm just going to show you a comment in the beginning of the show. Here we go. This guy, Tongpo, who I don't know, the money-grabbing weasel, need to say that pip off YouTube. He's talking about Arsenal and me simping on Arsenal. While last show, the last time, right? The first thing I said yesterday, if you watched the show, is that Arsenal was shit. So how am I fucking simping to fucking Arsenal? How am I fucking being accused of fucking simping to Arsenal when the fucking first thing I fucking said is that Arsenal were fucking shit? And they fucking deserve to lose. And Mikel Arteta was outclassed. But I'm fucking simping to Arsenal. Yes. Yes. I am fucking simping to the... Yeah, Allah al-Azim, I'm tired. Trying to fucking do content for the people. Right? Trying to do fucking content to people. But people, oh, you're simping. Why don't you do this? Right? There are people that say it with jokes. And I love it. German chicken wing, for example, and I'm telling you this. German chicken wing. He came up with a great comment. He's like, City needs some love. You're always talking about. I love this. This is a great comment, and I appreciate someone like him being in the chat right away. Like, I appreciate him. Why? Right? Because he's coming with not an agenda. The guy supports the channel. Right? He's from Switzerland, supports the channel, presents fair argument. Me and him go back and forth about it. And I love this. This is why we're here. This is why we get people watching the shows. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, thank you so much. Now, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. But big up everybody that is here. Arsenal fan here. I really appreciate your objectivity. I am trying. I can't always be objective as well. We're human beings. Sometimes we do something. Here and there, we say something. We say a dig. We say something like this. But it's not like, oh my God, you have agendas all the time. It's fucking weird, bro. Big up my man, contribution to you running agendas. Thank you, Nathan, so much for supporting the channel. Appreciate you so much. Because this season, Arsenal hate train has gone crazy. Maybe. That's a different story. Why are Arsenal hated? Maybe because the fan base are annoying. And the majority of the fan base, I have to say, some of them are annoying. Some of them are annoying, and we talk about that. So it's okay. Some of them are annoying, right? It's ridiculous, bro. I'm just, wallah al-azim, I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. Fucking tired of this. Anyway, it's ridiculous. Anyway, let's go to the game. And the first thing, do we want to start with Inter or Arsenal? Do we want to start with Inter or Arsenal? There's someone, I'm just going to, before we do it, let me know in the chat. Craig here. Craig criticized me a lot. Here you go. Here you go. This is the person that is always here. You're always in the chat. You're always watching. You shouldn't give a crap about what me or anyone else says. Focus on Barca today. We're going to focus on Barca today. I am very hopeful of Barca today. Right? I am very hopeful of Barca today. I just want to say a couple of things. You know what I mean? Like, let's start by having the predicted lineup. Number one, I'm going to say this and hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. It's 250 people here. It helps the show, by the way. It helps the show massively when you like the video. So hit that like button. 100 likes. 200 likes is minimum for this show. Yeah, I said some. That's why AMD, I said some of the fan base. Some, but you get my point. Even when if I misspoke, Aboud, and I said the fan base, I said some. I mean some. Of course, not everyone. I do a lot of shows with people, and it's just different. To be honest with you, it's just different. But let's talk about the Inter game. All I have to say is that because Marcus Thuram is available today, I have so much hope for Inter. We're going to stick with us. We're going to talk about Arsenal. Of course, big up Michael. Michael talks football, a great guy, breaks down the game, tactical analyst, knows how to talk. One of the best personalities out there on YouTube, to be honest with you guys. Go and support Michael. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ammi, we will not get cooked. You will get cooked. You'll see Thuram is back and your high line, you know what, will be eaten alive, doctor. It's my guy, Hashkora, great guy as well. Walid, Dr. Walid, is from Egypt, does content in Arabic, Barcelona fan, phenomenal guy and an amazing guy, of course. So support him. I am genuinely thinking, Craig, thank you so much. Mo, we disagree, but we don't get salt about it. Absolutely. Absolutely, Craig. We never get salt about it. I'm happy that you're a fan of the channel. We talk. We had you once before. DK here is saying, I think Barca game is the worst time possible. 3 last games, 0 goals at all. Inter are going to need a defensive masterclass. But I'm going to tell you something. Inter today, it's all about the mental stability of Inter. And I understand that people say that we didn't play well in the cup. We didn't play well in the league. However, Inter in the Champions League are a completely different, right? Are a completely different animal. The mentality they showed during this campaign, the way they play football, right? The way that we set up is a completely different. It is not about the physical. And I actually was talking about this yesterday, that even though we are gassed, running up and down 40 yards is different than closing angles and running sideways. Inter, right, is if they approach this game and we have the passers on the pitch, like the Barella, like Akan and Thuram, to play against the high line of Barcelona, I genuinely think we have a big chance. I think we can come back with a win from the Camp Nou. If we play the defensive structure we know about us, and if we play behind their high line, I genuinely believe that we can beat them. I believe that we can beat Barcelona at the ground. Because the Dumfries is back, as Michael says. That is speed. That is a physicality against, of course, against Gerard Martin, the left back. That is not very good. That is not amazing. So Dumfries against that will be good as well. The people that watch Barcelona know the high line. Real Madrid could have scored 2 or 3 if they had a passer, right? He had a passer, right? And I'm just thinking that Dumfries can use the space along with Thuram, who plays leniently to the right side. So I'm not sure if DeMarco or Carlos Augusto will play, but both are good. But I think Carlos Augusto should start the game, right? We will see if people say that we will lose 4. I disagree with you. I think we can come back with a win, unless Hansi Flick changes the way he plays and drop the line a little bit and doesn't give Inter a chance to play behind the line. Because if Inter play behind the line, I genuinely believe with Marcus Thuram back, right, I believe that we will be able to beat them in transition, right? We saw the high line against Real Madrid. If they play the same high line against Inter, I genuinely believe that. It's about the mental stability at the back. It's about the focus, 90%. I need 90 minutes of 100% focus from Inter. 90 minutes of focus from the Inter back line. You know what I mean? I know that we don't have Pavard, so we're going to play Basic, who's not having a great season now. But in my opinion, now it's a different game than the games we played against Roma, than the games we played against Bologna. And I genuinely believe that Inter can come back with a win. It is all about Inter. And also we have Zelensky back, who can be a weapon off the bench. Zelensky is a great player, right? Zelensky is a very, very good player. The guy was a star in Napoli as well. So I genuinely believe that Inter we need a little bit of luck. Every team needs luck, right? But we can absolutely play between the line. And also we need to know that Pedri and Frankie de Jong are not the quickest. Pedri is one of the best midfielders in the world right now, but he's not the quickest. I know that he's going to start Mkhitaryan. But I would want Zelensky to start, but he's not 100% fit. So I would start Mkhitaryan, and then I will put Zelensky off the bench. I would never start to play Fratesi. If Inter try to go toe-to-toe, right? If Inter try to go toe-to-toe with Barcelona and try to press and play a high line, I genuinely believe that we get ripped apart. But I want a defensive masterclass in transition between the lines, Thuram running, and we are here for it. Pedri is not as quick as something as you think. Hachkura is saying that the area between left back and right back in Barcelona is like, that's a Barcelona fan. Barcelona always struggle against wing backs, which is what Inter has. This is why I'm relying on in transition behind your full backs. You're going to struggle. But there is a rumor that Araujo will start the game. Araujo will start the game. We'll see. If people are saying that Inter will lose that many, we'll see. Let's get to 200 likes, people. Pedri is very intelligent, and I'm so scared of him in the middle because he's fantastic and phenomenal on the ball and off the ball as well. He is absolutely great. But we should avoid having conceding in the beginning. I think Inzaghi should approach the game with a little bit of cautious. A little bit of cautious, especially in the beginning. Knowing that they're going to come back to the San Siro. And it's a different game there. The crowd is going to be on it in the San Siro. But I know that we have a lot of experienced players, the like of Acerbi, Zomar, Lautaro, Barella, Mkhitaryan, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. These are experienced players. They should be able to handle pressure. So we're here for it. We'll see if people are saying Yamal is going to cook and Rafinha is going to cook. We'll see. But I think I trust my defense to absolutely try to be the counter of Barcelona. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if Inter can play their game. We'll see. But Lamine Yamal has to be stopped. And that is why I don't want to start DeMarco. DeMarco is not great defensively, right? And that he stands off players. He doesn't engage. I need Carlos Augusto, who's quicker, more aggressive. Carlos Augusto and Bastoni behind him. This is why Inter can stop Barcelona's right-hand side. On Barcelona's left-hand side, we have Basic and Dumfries. And I think Dumfries is strong enough to actually try. Lewandowski's not going to play. I'm not scared of Ferran Torres. I'm not scared of Dani Olmo in the middle. I am not sure who's going to start in the middle for Barcelona. Is it going to be Dani Olmo? It looks like it's going to be Dani Olmo and Pedri and Frankie de Jong. That midfield, Dani Olmo is not my greatest fear, to be honest with you. That is what I'm not afraid of, Dani Olmo. We'll see. Dani Olmo is good. He's just not great, to be honest with you. He's not great, to be honest with you. But I am just hoping that I know that Dani Olmo is behind Ferran Torres, as it shows on the screen. Right here on the screen, you can see the lineup right here. If you can see it, I know it's a little bit small, but we'll see. Almost not that good, but I genuinely believe that we can come back to the San Siro with a good result. I would take a 1-0 down. I would take a draw as well. I would take a 1-0 down. It's not the worst result in the world. I think we'll see. I'm going to do a watch along for it. We have stopped Man City before. We have stopped a lot of free scoring teams. Inter are very, very good team in stopping the opposition, especially against opposition that attack. People need to remember that in the league, teams don't attack Inter at all. We don't play defensive in the league. We play very attacking football. So we leave a lot of spaces at the back. But in the Champions League, it is completely different. We are a different animal. We play a different brand of football. And we are defensive. We play in transition. We build between the line. You know what I mean? That is just completely different. Like, in my opinion, I'm just waiting for the game and I'm waiting for Inzaghi's approach. If Inzaghi goes and tries to press like he did against Bayern in the first leg, because when we played Bayern in the first leg, he was like always trying to play on the front foot. And if I'm looking at it, and I don't think that we should be, like, I don't think we should be like going and attacking Barcelona all the time. You know what I mean? I don't think we should be attacking Barcelona all the time. But it's wide open. It's wide open for this tie. I think it's a 50-50. However, because Inter are coming back from 3 games where we haven't played well, people are saying that the Inter will get cooked. I think we'll see. I don't believe we'll get cooked. I believe the Barcelona team is a little bit open at the back. Their defense is not the greatest. Hansi Flick plays very offensive football. I think Inter will be able. Like, it's all about the mental stability. It's all about focusing 90 minutes. It's all about you playing your game. It is all about what can you do when you have the ball, not when you don't have the ball, right? Not when you don't have the ball. So for me, Marcus Thuram back, I gave no chance to us without Marcus Thuram, right? But with Marcus Thuram back, I believe that Inzaghi can build on it. Also, all the long balls, Marcus Thuram is stronger than the defense. So if you play direct, I believe that we can absolutely win the physical battle. Right there, we can absolutely win the physical battle. And that is what I'm hoping for. That is what I am hoping for Inter. And there are a lot of questions here. Yeah, I wouldn't try to play the way versus Barca. Barca has better technical player than Bayern. I understand they will punish Inter if they press too high. I absolutely understand. Twisted Baba, I think Inzaghi approaches the game defensively and try to play on transition. That's how I think he should approach it. How he will approach it, I actually don't know. My man here is saying, my money is on Inter over 2 legs. Of course, you can lose it. I just think they have what it takes to win it. We'll see how it goes. Mo, what is Barcelona's biggest weakness? The high line and behind the fullbacks. That is the weakness of Barcelona, the high line and behind the fullback. Right? Thuram will start, Haitham. He will start. You're having Igale's face turning blue. It's kind of strange. Stop making sense. He's saying Mo Thuram meets the criteria we struggled against this season. Sloth, Gorasi, Iglesias, of course. Yes, that is what I mean. That is what I mean. No, the keeper is very good. Szczesny has been amazing for Barcelona. Every time I watch Barcelona this season, Szczesny was very good. They're looking to renew his contract for another year. So no. Mo question. Spurs linked to Inzaghi. What practical with Paratici next season? If Inzaghi goes to Spurs, I think it should end. To be honest with you, I think it should end. Inzaghi should not go to Spurs, my man. Inzaghi should not go to Spurs. What are you talking about here? Inzaghi to Spurs is ridiculous, to be honest with you. But this is where we are now. Lamine Yamal, I'm looking at Lamine Yamal today and I'm thinking, can Lamine Yamal go past Inter defense? Maybe. But we'll see how it is. On the other hand, there is a big gap between the midfield and definitely Olmo will be on fire. We'll see. I don't think. We'll see what Olmo can do, to be honest with you. We'll see what Olmo can do, of course. Thank you so much, my man here. That Arteta has gotten us this far without a solid bench. See, for example, PSG's and injured players. Give that man credit. People lost their mind. If we want to switch to Arsenal, I wanted to say, before I start talking about, thank you, Gunnar LB, for the super chat. Really appreciate you for supporting the channel. Not having that good of a bench is his fault. It's him and Edo's fault. That is building the team. Not having someone to rely on behind Saka is his fault. Not having someone decent to rely on when Odegaard is not fit is his fault. We have to absolutely address this. Odegaard was not good yesterday. Odegaard was not good. So it is on him. It is on him that he doesn't have any sufficient replacement for Martin Odegaard, who should have been substituted at halftime or minute 60 max. But he doesn't have sufficient, right? And even with the injuries, you don't have sufficient player to replace Odegaard. You don't. You don't. To be honest with you, you don't have. Like, it is on him, and it's on the building that you don't have anyone to play behind Saka or a good left winger because he relied on Martinelli. And I wanted to touch on this point. Yesterday, can we guys get to 200 likes while we're talking? The like button is underneath your live chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. It helps the channel. Lawrence here is asking, who has the higher ceiling between Ethan, Miles? And you said Ethan. Are you still in that opinion? Because I think it's Miles. But I haven't seen Ethan since then. He's not giving him a chance. He's not giving him enough chances. But Ethan is very good. But there is something that we saw yesterday that I wanted to address coming to this show. What we saw yesterday from the first minute is the difference between a team that has two wingers that you can rely on individually to do something. So Arsenal could not know which one to cover. Having Desiree Doué and having Kvaratskhelia gives you more evidence. Same goes for Barcelona. You have Rafinha on one side, you have Yamal. You don't know who to cover. That is credit to Barcelona, because if Rafinha is closed down, a big switch and Yamal is isolated, right? The difference between Arsenal and PSG, which shows why PSG were superior yesterday, and Luis Enrique could have a better plan, is that Arsenal only have Bukayo Saka to run. Martinelli, yes, he had good games against Real Madrid, but PSG knew that Martinelli is a second fiddle player to Saka. So it was very obvious yesterday that every ball wanted to go to Bukayo Saka. The difference is PSG can get switches. We saw midway through first half, Kvaratskhelia going to the right and Desiree Doué going to the left. It's very exchangeable. And that is the difference. And also, you have Barcola off the bench. When you have wingers like this, when you have about three wingers, Dembele can play as a winger as well, if push comes to shove. Like, that is the difference between teams that have multiple wingers you can rely on, and you have, for Arsenal, you have one winger that you need to rely on. Same happened for Liverpool when everything went for Salah, and Salah had to cook by himself. So that is the difference. So that is the difference between a team like Arsenal and a team like PSG. You get my point? That is the difference. And that shows the difference in quality between both teams in the midfield as well. Odegaard was anonymous. He was bad. He was shit. But PSG midfield, where the three of them, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves, they all can exchange. Fabian Ruiz can drop deep. Vitinha can drop deep. João Neves can drop deep. They can exchange. The technical, and I said it many times, the technical ability of this PSG team together is superior to anyone in the world. The only team that comes close to them is Pedri and Frankie de Jong, right? Both of them can drop deep. Both of them can receive. Both of them can build from the back. And this is why these two teams are superior in the midfield to everyone else when it comes to technicality, right? We saw the difference in the two teams yesterday. When someone like João Neves can really drive and can receive the ball and turn, right? And can turn and can build up the play. That is completely different than having an Arsenal team. One of the things that Arteta did completely wrong yesterday is that he didn't, and I wanted to address this. Arteta prepared the team again wrong yesterday. Mentally, the team was not ready for the game. We saw for the first 5 minutes that the team was mentally completely not ready for the game. PSG came to the game with more vim, with more energy. That is down to Arteta, right? And his preparation for the game. Why didn't you prepare for the game well? Why PSG started? I saw the press from Kvara, from Dembele, from Vitinha, from Desiree Doué, the energy from them. While Arsenal for the first 30 minutes looked completely lost. 30, 35 minutes. Completely lost. They didn't know how to press. They didn't know who to press. Does Saka go high on Pacho or Saka go high or stay with Mendes? They didn't know. And that is on Mikel Arteta. That is on Mikel Arteta and his preparation for the game. Martinelli was anonymous in the beginning. Odegaard, anonymous in the beginning. And PSG were preparing much, much better for the game. Much, much better for the game. Guys, big up to Luke. Thank you so much for being here. Listen to Luke, guys, and hit that like button. Thank you, Luke, for encouraging everyone to like the video. Hit that like button, people. Let's go. Let's get to 200 likes live. If we can do that, it would be amazing and fantastic. Right? I'm sure there's over 100 of you that haven't hit that like button. The second half, if you watch the stats in front of you, you can tell that, yes, Arsenal have more XG. Yes, Arsenal have, which the stats fool you, by the way. Let me get the stats up so you guys can see the stats. Like, you can tell that PSG, watching the game, you can tell that PSG were superior. Even though people come with the stats about Arsenal had higher XG, Arsenal had higher XG from open play. That is something that Arsenal can build on. You know that this PSG team, you can get at them, right? You know that you can get at them. Because the difference is that Arsenal created chances. However, we forgot that PSG hit the post in the first half, that David Raya had a magnificent save to make, as much as Donnarumma. They hit the post in the second half. It could have been 2-0, right? It could have been 2-0. The stats here are fooling you that Arsenal were the more dangerous team. I believe that the PSG were superior and they had more clear-cut chances, right? They were more clear-cut chances. And that, but, however, I believe that the tie is not over. I genuinely believe the tie is not over. Arsenal need to go to the PSG ground and try to play a game compact. Thomas Partey will be back, so you can push Moreno up top, because you saw yesterday that Trossard was not great up top. Mikel Merino provides physical attributes up top that Trossard doesn't have. Thomas Partey, right? Thomas Partey is providing something that Declan Rice doesn't have, which is building from the back and tight spaces, the passes between the lines. Thomas Partey can be, as my man here is saying, a game changer, right? However, PSG's midfield is still superior. The big question that I want people to ask, do you drop Odegaard from the second game and you start Nwaneri? Do you drop Odegaard and start Nwaneri in the midfield? Does Odegaard deserve to be dropped? And you then remember, Arsenal don't have a sufficient replacement for Odegaard. But if it was for me, I would drop Odegaard, try Nwaneri, give him a chance with Declan Rice and Thomas Partey. But can Odegaard rise to the occasion? Can Odegaard rise, right? Can Odegaard get a good game? Yesterday, I said before the game that the main thing here is Odegaard having a good game. And he had a bad game. And I said that Arsenal will not play good until Odegaard play well. And he didn't play well. He has been like, the problem is yesterday even, he didn't do the things that I defended him of doing before, which is high volume passing, dropping deep, get the ball from the defense, help build up the play. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, he completed only 24 passes. Saka, the winger, completed 22 passes. Declan Rice completed 50. Normally, Odegaard gets 50 passes a game, but he didn't. He wasn't even trying to get on the ball. He wasn't even in the right angles to get the ball from Declan Rice or Mikel Merino, right? This is why I'm saying Odegaard yesterday was not good at all. He wasn't even, like, what I mean, he is not part of the game. He is not someone that is part of the game yesterday. And it is crazy that he stayed until minute 90, to be honest. What was Mikel Arteta thinking? I absolutely don't know. I genuinely don't know what was he thinking. Why didn't he get someone else on the pitch? Why didn't he get someone else on the pitch? I don't understand, to be honest with you. I don't understand why didn't he get someone else on the pitch. It's something crazy that he kept him, right, for all this time. Why is he so protected by Arteta? One of the things that I want to say about Mikel Arteta is he's not as ruthless as other coaches. He has sentimental feelings towards players, like he wanted to protect his captain. This is not the time, my friend, to protect your captain. This is not the time to protect your captain. It's not the time to protect your captain. This is the time to make the ruthless decisions to win the game. I want the same from Inzaghi. If Barella, Lautaro, Bastoni, if he starts DeMarco, they're not playing well, be ruthless. This is not the time to protect. It is not the time to protect players. It's the time to be ruthless and make tough decisions. This is it, right? And Martin Odegaard yesterday should have been subbed off earlier than minute 90 because he wasn't having a good game. Stop protecting players. I say that for Inzaghi. Pep Guardiola is ruthless. He tried a little bit to protect Phil Foden. Now, Phil Foden is not having the best season. He drops him. Be ruthless. Think about the game more. Right? Think about the game more. Pep Guardiola, that's why Pep Guardiola is more ruthless. When he said, I remember, when he doesn't like a player, he drops the player. I know he has sentimental value. He plays Bernardo Silva and all the stuff. But Pep Guardiola, with Man City this season, has been ruthless with Phil Foden. Has been ruthless with Savinho. He has been ruthless with a lot of players this season. That is what you need. Can we stop this, Mattia? Can you stop this? Like, Mattia, please stop this. We're not getting smashed. We can come back with a win. We're going to have a good game. Inter are going to play a good game. Stop this, bro. Stop this. Why are you so pessimistic? Start in 180. Figure something out. You're the coach. Figure something out. You know what I mean? Figure something out. I will definitely do a watch along for Inter versus Barca. What do you mean? But the Champions League is different. It's a different animal than the league. We play differently in the Champions League. I spoke about this earlier, Mattia. I know you're late to the show, but I spoke about this earlier. I spoke about it completely earlier, so we'll talk about it later. I'm doing the watch along. So you better be here, everyone. You better be here. You better be here. Second leg is very simple. Play Thomas Partey, find a replacement for Odegaard, or do something different. And also, you cannot rely on Saka for the whole game. What is going on to my laptop? What is going on to my laptop? 120 likes is not acceptable. Hi, Mo, new member. Hope. I'm welcome, brother. You are absolutely welcome. You are welcome. Listen, it's not that simple to go and beat PSG. If you want my honest truth, the tie is not over, but it's 70 to 80% to PSG. 70% to 30% towards PSG. You got to be honest with yourself. It's an uphill battle. You're going to go. You need to score. It's not as easy, right? It is not as easy. There's no hopium. There's no copium from Arsenal fans. It is very simple. You go there and you got to make things happen. You got to make things happen. But it's 70% to PSG. Well, if Arsenal come back, everyone will eat their words. A lot of people will eat their words, the same as what happened against Real Madrid. Am I expecting Arsenal to go through? No, I am not. I gotta be honest, I'm expecting PSG to go through now. They have the upper hand, 1-0 away from home. You go back. How is it 50-50? Now you're being a little bit using the hopium and the copium, right? Like, the tie is not over. When I say 70-30, it's not over. I never said the Arsenal have no chance. But you got to be honest. The 70-30 at the current moment, right? It's a 70-30. Redline Taranga again. Right? Again. Arsenal are going away. I know that the feelings is fine, but we got to analyze what's in front of us. You got to analyze what's in front of us, right? People are saying there is only one team who can bottle it. It's PSG. It's definitely not 50-50, guys. It's 70-30. That's for me. People are saying 80-20. It's up to you. But listen, it's not. It is definitely not 50-50. It's definitely not 50-50. I don't know what is your avi. Slotbergs, that's a good avi, to be honest. Forza Inter, yes. That's the ones I'm talking about. Inshallah, it will be Inter in the final, and whoever gets in the final will get smashed by Inter. It's inshallah. Inshallah, if Inter reach the final, they'll get smashed. But we'll see if PSG can bottle it or not. We'll see if PSG can bottle it or not. Like, it depends on how Arteta prepared the team. But we know that when Arsenal must win a game, sometimes they do rise to the occasion. To be honest with you, it depends on how. Like, listen, if we lose the Champions League final by penalties or something, yes, I'm not going to be Inzaghi out. But he definitely failed. And he regressed. And he has one league title in 4 years. That is not good enough with the team that you have. You know what I mean? That is not good enough with the team that you have. Should not have bottled the title this season. Right? Should not have bottled the title this season. You know what I mean? And he bottled the title. Okay, so come on now. Like, let's get the likes of 200 people. But we'll see if Arsenal can actually win the game. Listen, I'm going to go take a little bit of a rest. I want to appreciate everyone that stuck with us, watched this show. It's a short show. Just wanted to address a couple of things, get out things off my chest. And hopefully next time, we'll see if we can sit here after the Inter versus Barcelona with a positive result. We'll see. I'm hopeful. Big up everyone that is here that supported the channel. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to see you on Straight Facts, of course. And I'm going to go try to eat something now. And hit that like button before you leave. And we're out of here, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, guys, before you go. Hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes. Like the video. Hit that like button, people, before you go. Come on now. Don't be cheap. Hit that like button. And before I end the show, I want to say something. Big up JJ for just showing love for our favorite YouTube pundit, Footy Judge Mo. Arsenal versus Inter in the final. It was a terrible atmosphere at the Emirates last night, but we go again. Smash the likes, you people. Thank you, JJ, Habibi, Ash, for supporting. Big up to the people that support the channel. Thank you for the people that send super chats and like the video and comment with us. Big up to all of you guys supporting the channel. Thank you, Ash. Big up, Habibi, for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. W's in the chat for JJ for supporting the channel. Great donation to the channel. Fantastic. Appreciate you so much. Guys are great. You guys are absolutely top notch. Thank you so much, JJ. Hopefully you're good. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. Appreciate you.